Your mouth contains 4 tiny biological time bombs that serve absolutely no purpose, won't fit where they're supposed to go, and will eventually either rot, get infected, or require someone to drug you unconscious and physically rip them out of your skull. Welcome to Wisdom Teeth. Let's talk about evolution's most embarrassing design flaw. So, wisdom teeth. Third molars, the teeth in the very back of your mouth that show up sometime between age 17 and 25. You know, that age when you're supposed to be getting wise, except they don't make you wise. They make you swollen, broke and viral on TikTok for saying, "Do penguins have knees while coming out of anesthesia?" 9 out of 10 people have at least one impacted wisdom tooth, which means it's stuck, trapped, trying to break through your gums like a zombie clawing out of a grave. Except there's no room and everything hurts. So why? Why do we have these? Okay, so picture your ancestors. Not like your grandma, I mean way back. Stone Age humans, hunter-gatherers, people whose idea of meal prep was chase it until it stops moving. These people were eating rough food, raw meat, fibrous plants, roots that felt like chewing on a tree branch. Everything required serious jaw strength. Their jaws were massive. We're talking comic book superhero proportions massive. They had room for all 32 teeth, including the wisdom teeth, no problem. Perfect alignment, no crowding. Dentist's dream. But it gets better. Their food was so abrasive that by the time they hit their 20s, their front molars were ground down like old pencil erasers, totally worn out. So when the wisdom teeth finally erupted, they were the backup plan. Fresh grinding surfaces to replace the ones that were destroyed. Evolution actually had this figured out. It was a perfect system, and then we screwed it up. Humans got a little too clever for their own good. 3 inventions completely wrecked the jaw situation. First, tools. About 2.5 million years ago, someone figured out you could use a rock to smash and cut food before eating it. Groundbreaking. Literally. Suddenly, you didn't need to chew as hard. Your jaw got a break. Second, fire. This is the big one. Around 400,000 years ago, humans discovered cooking, and cooked food is soft. You ever tried to chew raw meat? It's like gnawing on a leather boot, but cooked meat? Tender. Easy. Same with plants. Cooking breaks down all the tough fibres. Your jaw barely has to work. So over thousands and thousands of years, the human jaw started shrinking. Less chewing meant less muscle, less bone, smaller, more delicate faces. Third, agriculture. 12,000 years ago, farming kicks off. Bread, porridge, processed grains, everything soft and easy to chew. And the jaw? It tanked. Studies show that after humans started farming, jaws shrank by about 10% in just a few thousand years. The jaw got smaller, but evolution forgot to remove 4 of the teeth. So now you've got a situation. You've got 32 teeth designed for a caveman jaw trying to fit into a modern human mouth. It's like trying to park a full-size pickup truck in a compact car space. Most people's jaws literally do not have room for them, so they try to come in anyway, and they get stuck, impacted. Sometimes they grow in sideways. Sometimes they stay buried under the gum. Sometimes they come in at a weird angle and just shove all your other teeth forward like a slow-motion car crash. And if they partially erupt, you get this flap of gum tissue that traps food and bacteria, which leads to infections. Painful, swollen, I can't open my mouth infections. At which point, you have 2 choices. Leave them and deal with the consequences, or get them surgically removed. Guess which one most people choose. Every year, about 10 million wisdom teeth get yanked out of American mouths. Here's how it goes. You show up to an oral surgeon. They give you anesthesia. You go to sleep. While you're out, they cut open your gums, drill away some bone if they have to, sometimes crack the tooth into pieces because it's easier to remove in chunks, and then pull the whole thing out. You wake up with a mouth full of gauze, a face like a chipmunk, and 0 short-term memory. This is when your family starts filming, because you're about to say the dumbest, most unhinged things you've ever said in your life. But okay, here's some stuff about wisdom teeth that's actually interesting. Different languages have different names for them. In Korean, they're called love teeth because they show up around the age when you fall in love for the first time. Kinda cute. In Japanese, they're called unknown to the parents because you get them after you've moved out of the house, which is brutal but accurate. About 22% of people are just born without wisdom teeth. Their DNA said, nah, we're skipping this, and it's completely genetic. Lucky bastards. Oh, and get this, your wisdom teeth contain stem cells that scientists think could one day be used to treat Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. So if you get yours out, maybe save them in a jar, just in case. Be the weird person who keeps their teeth in the freezer. So here's the deal. Wisdom teeth are what scientists call vestigial. That means leftover, evolutionary baggage, your body's equivalent of that box in your closet you haven't opened in 5 years but can't bring yourself to throw away. The problem is, evolution is slow. It takes tens of thousands of years to phase stuff out. But our diet changed in a few hundred years. It's like trying to run the latest iPhone operating system on a phone from 2007. It doesn't work. So will humans eventually lose wisdom teeth completely? Probably. The trend is already happening. More people every generation are born without them. But for now, most of us are stuck with 4 useless molars that our mouth actively rejects. If you made it this far, hit subscribe. Drop a comment if you've had your wisdom teeth out and tell me the weirdest thing you said on anesthesia. I need to know. See you in the next one.